What's up, meatbags? It's the often imitated, never duplicated Tony TGD coming at you with a reaction, reply, response, expose, exposed, whatever you want to call it, video to the Space Strikers gameplay from Intellivision Amico. Now, you know, you've probably been waiting on this all night. You've been wondering where's the video at. Well, I had to run some things by my contacts in Germany. I had to wait for them to get back to me. Because we had to dig into the Space Strikers. Because we've seen it before. We didn't know where. We had to figure out what was going on. And I think I got the timeline. I think I figured out everything that's been going on behind the scenes with this game. So we're going to take a look at the video. We're going to talk about it. And we're going to talk about where it came from, where we've seen it before, what's going on. But let's jump right into it.
We are Couch Interactive from Black Forest, Germany, and we are proud to present to you today our Intellivision Amico exclusive title, Space Strikers.
Alright, as you can see, it's very colorful, very fast-paced. You got 2 goals. Each goal is protected by 5 shields. You break the shields, you get temporary points, you get it into the hole, then you get whatever temporary points you get become permanent points. It's kind of basic, real basic gameplay, but it's one of those kind of games where the rules are simple, but it's hard to actually do it. It's not like people are just going to be scoring goals left and right.
So, welcome and thanks for joining in on the Space Strikers session. So, what is Space Strikers? Space Strikers is an intergalactic space sports championship, and what it makes special about it is that it's all about pushing and pulling with artificial gravity and deflector shields. So, we prepared a little showcase tournament for you. We're playing the right couch, the arts department, versus the left couch, the developer department. So, and we're playing a classic team arena versus match 2 versus 2. And so, I would say jump right into the game and show you what's happening. But
Alright, we're going to pause it right here. Now, they were talking about that they're playing the PC version. There's going to be an Amico version later. And as you can see, they're using Xbox controllers. Now, there's been a lot of confusion, a lot of misinformation, a lot of assumptions being made by people. But I think I figured out what was going on. Like I said, I had to reach out to some people in Germany, and I think I figured out what's going on. Now, they're using they made the game on PC, obviously. The game was created before they had to deal with Intellivision. The game was not created for the Intellivision Amico. In fact, the game was just created by these 4 gentlemen here. They had an idea for a game. They wanted to bring, back couch co-op gameplay, much like the Intellivision Amico. Came up with a concept, started creating it on their computer. Now, a lot of people have been saying that, this game's going to pop up on the Xbox store, on Windows or Steam or whatever, but I know for a fact that there is no plans for this game in any form, whether it's Space Strikers or Neon Shifters, which we will talk about, but that's the other name for the game. There's no actual plans. As of last year in August, there was no plans to get it on the Xbox. They said they wouldn't rule it out, but at that time they were not looking forward to, they were trying to put it on the Xbox. You gotta excuse me, I'm stumbling a little because it's like almost 1 in the morning here and I got work in like 2 hours. But I'm doing this for you because these people demanded it. You said if I don't make this reaction video, you're going to have me canceled. So here I am making the video for you guys. But like I'm saying, these gentlemen here, they said that there was no plans to put it on the Xbox. That's as of last year. Now, surely things could have changed between last year and this year, but I have no evidence of that. I have no evidence that they're planning on putting it on the Xbox. I do know that they had mentioned that they wanted to put it on the Nintendo Switch, but this is after the Intellivision Amico release. From my understanding, they were going to put it on the Intellivision Amico, and then a little while later they would put a different version on the Switch. However, with the pushback from the original release date of October of last year to October of this year, I don't know if those plans are still in motion, if they're still going to wait till after the Amico comes out, after it launches on the Amico before they move to Switch, or if they're going to make a Switch version first now, because, like I said, the Amico has been delayed. Now, the first glimpse of Space Strikers was in the August 5th event from Intellivision, but it was called Space Strike back then. Let's go take a look.
What happens when you take Rocket League Racing, combine it with Star Castle, and mix in a little asteroids? You get our brand new exclusive game called Space Strike.
Now, as you can see in the footage, the ships are different looking. The background, it's a lot less colorful, a lot less bright. Backgrounds are different. You don't have the border around it. The score is missing. You can see the goals. The goals are slightly different. The shielding is a little different. Now, like I said, this was the August 5th event. In the 10-10 event, there was no mention of Space Strike, as it was called back then. It wasn't Space Strikers just yet. It was Space Strike. But prior to this, the game was called Neon Shifters, because that was the original vision. That was what the name that they had, Couch in the Woods had came up with. And if we go to this unlisted video here from Couch in the Woods Interactive, you can see the original logo here, the prototype footage. If you hadn't noticed, this is the identical footage that was shown in the August 5th event. So, the August 5th event from the Intellivision Entertainment showed footage from Neon Shifter. They changed the name to Space Strike. They used the old footage that was not built on the Intellivision Amico, wasn't made for the Intellivision Amico. This was made on a PC. They took that footage, showed it off. Then presumably between August 5th and was this February 17th, 18th, 19th, what the fuck are we at? Whatever the fuck it was. They updated the graphics, fixed it, changed it up a little, changed the name of the game, gave you an updated logo, all that good stuff. I don't believe at this time that this version, Neon Shifter, this old version, is going to be released in any form. I think if they release something on another console or on Steam or something, it'll probably be some other form of the Space Strikers. Like I said, this was the original vision, the original way it was designed. Obviously, things changed over time, and we're back to, Space Strikers.
Keep in mind, everything you see right now is a completely work in progress, and we're also playing on the PC version, so there will be an Amico version in the future, and yeah, so don't be confused.
To start a match, you first join the lobby. This is a place where you can team up with your friends and get familiar with game controls. What you really want to do.
Now this right here, this is interesting. I went back here where it says play, options, or quit. Now I'm confused by this because, are all the games going to have this? Is this quit option mean, exit the game, go back to the Amico home screen? Is this quit option in there because there's another mode, another game that's with it? It's like in the 2-pack or something. It's kind of weird.
To start a match, you first join the lobby. This is a place where you can team up with your friends and get familiar with game controls.
They mention a lobby, which sounds like something for online. Tommy, in the comments of this video, he says it's not for online. Maybe it was in Atari Age. Either Atari Age or the comments. One of the two. He says it wasn't for online, but it was just for when you're waiting for other people to hook up their controllers or, log in or whatever. That's what he says the lobby's for.
What you really want to do in Space Strikers is to take control of the ball. But first, let's take a look at movement. As you can see, my pod is always moving, and I only need to steer the desired direction. By pressing the grab key, the ball will start to orbit around you. Using your shields with which reflects balls, you can make accurate shots. And now, let's start a match.
You can lead your team to victory by reaching 16 points, which you can see on...
Now, as you can see, the game is real fast-paced. A lot of things are going on. What I'm curious, they didn't answer, they didn't talk about, but is it possible to get the ball in the wrong goal? Like in soccer, you can accidentally shoot in the wrong goal. In football, you can run in the wrong direction. I'm wondering if you could accidentally score in your own goal, or if the game is programmed so that the ball just goes past it, goes sailing past it. Can you break your own shields? It's hard to tell who's in control. It'd be nice, interesting, maybe, if when your ship grabs the ball, the ball changes color to the color of your ship, or, some kind of indicator to let you know who's in control of the ball, who's, which team is actually, moving towards their goal, or whatever you want to call it. Because right now it's just yellow, it's just flying all over the place. Like I said, you don't know, did you accidentally shoot toward your goal? Did your teammates shoot toward your goal? Are you going to break your shields? It's hard to tell.
on the top side of the screen. You score points by hitting the enemy's goal, which is protected by 5 shields. Hitting shields with the ball breaks them, and your temporary points increase with every broken shield. They are only counted to your score if you can hit the goal afterwards. So, depending on the amount of shields you hit, you can score up to 5 points per goal. After either team scores, the shields around the goals get recharged.
We ain't going to watch the whole video. It's pretty much more of the same. Spoiler alert, the guys on the right side win. This looks like, it'll be a fun little game. I don't know if it's $9.99 worth of a game. It's hard to tell. Like I said, all we see is this one match that they're playing. There's no indication that there's some kind of one-player tournament mode or story mode or season mode or whatever you want to call it. There's no indication if you can play against the computer. And it's really like I said, that just seems like that's it. This looks like maybe like a $5 game, something you might find on like the old Xbox arcade. It's not really doing much for me. It's not something that I'm really into. I'm not really a sports game player, so this doesn't really appeal to me. I am competitive, but this game doesn't seem to be relying so much on skill, more on luck and, with the ability to come from behind, score 5 points, score 3 points, score 4 points. I'm not into those kind of games. I like it where it's even, where it's the amount of skill, not luck, but skill. That's what it takes to win. But really, there's not much else to say about it. It's colorful, it's bright. It doesn't look like it's worth $9.99 yet. Who knows? Maybe, there'll be some expanded features on it. There'll be some additional things. I will say, good luck to all the gentlemen in the challenge and in the Space Strikers gameplay and Intellivision Amico reaction video challenge contest. I'm sure that the Amico All Access team, they will, do their best. They'll still come in second. They'll still lose to us, the No Access team, but I'm sure they will come close, at least closer than the last time. Because the last time we blew them out of the water, it was ridiculous. We felt bad. I almost wanted to give them some extra views just so they didn't look so bad. But you know how we do on this channel. Love, peace, booty grease. We out this bitch.